Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Fun with physics and radioactivity. We have talked a little about radioactivity. I want to mention some uses of radioactivity, good uses and bad uses. Let me start with the bad uses. Over 100 years ago, when we didn't know radioactivity was dangerous, people put an element called radium in chocolate. Maybe they thought it made you stronger. Radium in chocolate. They also put radium in toothpaste. Possibly make your teeth shine in the dark. I do not know. We stopped doing that a long, long time ago because we now know radioactivity is dangerous if you do not know what you're doing. Now I want to mention a good use of radioactivity. Here I have a smoke detector. And if you know the old phrase, there's no smoke without fire. If you detect smoke, somewhere there's a fire. How does this fit in with radioactivity? Well, there is, inside this little box here, is a small radioactive source. It is americium, a completely man-made element. It's not natural, we make it. And it emits alpha radiation. We have two plates, metal plates, one with the hole in for the radioactive source emitting alpha particles. The alpha particles ionize the air in the gap between the two plates, connected to a battery, plus, minus. Connected to a battery, the ions formed will move towards the plate, but if smoke comes in, they will surround the ions and they cannot move towards the plate. The current will go down. And what happens when the current goes down? It does that. It does that. Yes, I can turn it off. This is a test signal. But it makes this noise. Normally you have them on the roof, on the ceiling. In fact, in Europe it's legal, you have to. And often they're in your kitchen. And not only smoke, but if you're cooking food with a very high flame, the oil will also get in there. And it'll turn on the fire alarm, the smoke detector. Normally it's on the ceiling, and you have a big stick in the room, in the kitchen, to turn it off. If you do not turn it off, the firefighters will come. And if you haven't got a fire, but you have a fire alarm, they will charge you. So this is a very simple use of radioactivity. It saves so many people's lives. Really saves people's lives. And you say, well, I've got a piece of radioactivity in my hand. Yes, I do. But I also know that the particles, the alpha particles, will not go through the plastic. Therefore, I'm completely safe. Thank you for that.